It has been called the toughest sport on dirt. 8 seconds of mayhem as our cowboys climb on the back of animal athletes determined to destroy them. Those that tackle these beasts are courageous, determined, agile and resilient. In 2021, the PBR returned to its heartland and the intimate arenas that had long hosted this sport to ensure athletes, contractors and their bulls and fans could still enjoy the greatest spectacle on dirt. The Great Western Hotel in Rockhampton hosting round 1 of the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. Aaron Klyer once again edging out Lachlan Richardson after narrowly defeating him in last year's championship. The battle of the heavyweights was set to continue in round 2. But the true heavyweights are the bovine athletes they climb atop, and some of the best in the country were ready in the pens looking to spoil a cowboy's day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to stop number 2 of the Professional Bull Riders Monster Energy Tour. This is the toughest sport on dirt. Welcome to the one and only PBR.
The Bulls, however, would have to buck off the best cowboys in the country, who had once again gathered. First to try would be Michael Smith.
A 2-time qualifier to the PBR Grand Finals in Townsville, North Queensland. Is going to be our first gunner, the first man to nod his head on a bull from JD Bucking Bulls called Tez's Pride. The whole idea of this competition, if you are unfamiliar, is to ride your bull for 8 seconds. Keep one hand free. You cannot touch that bull or yourself with the free hand. Somebody scream at him. Let's go.
A solid start for the Bulls. Next to go, Ben Graving. He had drawn Slinky Malinky, the bull Lachlan Richardson covered in the first round of the championship.
Here we go. Whoa!
Next to try, Jono Cooling on Catfish Billy.
Let's see what the 27-year-old can get. Whoa!
The Bulls off to a ferocious start. Our next cowboy to try, rookie Thomas Hudson on Peter Wallace's Slick 60.
Bucked off cliffhanger in his debut PBR appearance less than 24 hours ago in this very arena. Let's see if he can ride one tonight.
Bo Willis was hoping to become the first rider to score. To do that, he would have to get past Iron Man.
The veteran Bo Willis from Bowen, Queensland.
Trevor Sproul would be next, carrying some form, having made a scoring ride in Event 1. However, this time he'd drawn a brute of a bull.
Boy, he has drawn one of the bigger names of the bull power this evening. Here is a bull that is normally in the Monster Energy Championship round. This is Freckles Brown from Wallace Bucking Bulls. You know, this bull has only been ridden 6 times in 35 attempts. Can it be 7? Sproul. Sprawled out.
Freckles Brown proving too strong. Bryn Francis was loaded on the back of Pretty Boy. The Cowboys still yet to make their mark on the scoreboard.
Wow, he's got some fans here at the Rockhampton Hotel. This is Pretty Boy.
Looking to break our Cowboys' luck would be Zane Hall on I'm a Thug by Peter Wallace.
Zane Hall, just like his brother, has grown up in one of the most famous rodeoing families in this country. They have been an institution in the sport. Monster Energy shoot, let's go.
Could 2018 rookie champion Lane Mellors be the Cowboys' answer to this impressive pen of bulls?
Here is Lane Mellors, 2019 PBR Rookie Bull Riding Champion. He was 88 points on Big Bang Theory here last night. He was one of the top 3 bull riders for the opening round of the Monster Energy Tour. Can he do it again? Oh, look out. Broken Halo, the bull from TNR of New South Wales. Broken Halo dislodges Mellors at 5.76.
Wyatt Millgate then lined up on Honey Badger.
Wyatt Millgate, young rookie, first year, trying to strike first blood. And the clock says 8 seconds. Wow. Look at this bull leap in the air. Iron Jack replay tells the story here as the Statesman's Hats officials right now come up with the numbers. How about 77.5 points for Wyatt Millgate, by the way? 77.5.
Despite the modest score, Wyatt Millgate found himself alone on the Monster Energy leaderboard through the first 2 sections. It had been a devastating performance by the Bulls. However, our next batch of riders would look to hit back. The second event on the 2021 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour calendar. Once again, we're at the Great Western Hotel in Rockhampton in northern Queensland. The Bulls having by far the better of the first sections of round 1. However, there was a host of experienced riders yet to come, all looking to make an early impression in this year's battle for the gold buckle. And no one wanted to claim it more than the next man up, Lachlan Richardson on Dun Bulls Tribal.
This bull has been out 10 times and not one bull rider has managed to get an 8-second ride on him. But he has got one of the toughest 28-year-old bull riders in the world. When you can back it up for 7 consecutive seasons with the top 35 on the planet, wow! You know, and when we looked and read PBR Insider's report, the morning line about this particular matchup right here, we thought that this was going to be an absolute gimme for Lachlan Richardson. But no doubt about it, that bull there, Tribal, did not read what was said, and he bucks off one of the greatest bull riders this country has ever produced, a 44-point bull score for Tribal.
Rookie Taron Churgwin would be next out on Under Siege.
His form is good. Can he do it again? Come on, Taron. Round and round he goes.
An awkward dismount as our Bulls continued to blank our riders. Next out of the chutes would be Rockhampton's own Caden Sanderlands on Tough Walk by Dun Bulls.
I want you to cheer for the Rockhampton bull rider. Caden, hang on. Come on, man. Oh, he is in a fight for his life, but it is an 8-second bull ride. For the second time in 24 hours, Caden Sanderland has heard the best sound that any professional bull rider can hear. That is the sound of that buzzer going off and the applause and the admiration of fans. Ladies and gentlemen, how about 83.5 points for your Rockhampton bull rider?
The local lad taking the lead. Next up would be Kelsey Pavlo on Homegrown.
Aaron Clier, here we go with Kelsey. Homegrown, come on, man. Sit up. Well, the clock has stopped at 6.03 seconds. Clock has stopped at 6.03 seconds as we have a challenge.
The Statesman Hats officials reviewed the ride.
It's pretty hard to see from that angle as to whether or not there was contact made. I got some good news. judges call Mickey Thompson Tyres Challenge says it is Cowboy up.
The Cowboys finally making some headway on the Bulls, Kelsey scoring 80 points. Next up, a serious threat to the title, Brady Fielder on Ariat's Flaunt It.
But right now, we're going to go to the 2020 PBR Grand Finals champion, Brady Fielder, Claremont, Queensland, going to work on this bull, Ariat's Flaunt It. I'm looking at a clock that says 8 seconds, but I'm not going to put a bet on this right here.
The review concluding, he had made the 8, and it was Cowboy up.
And guess what? They're going to come up with 86.5 points for Fielder. 86.5.
That score would launch Fielder into the lead, and our next hopeful Cowboy was loaded in the chutes.
Ty Thompson. The bull is off the planet from BK Bucking Bulls. Ty, do your thing.
How many of our final section would make the 8 and book themselves into the Monster Energy Championship round? Local Macaulay Leather was out next.
Let's get ready to start with a bull rider that was 86 points on a bull called Iron Jacket here last night. Macaulay Leather, Calliope, Queensland. Hey, check this out. You are looking at one of the youngest superstars on the PBR Tour right now. Macaulay Leather is the real deal. 86 points last night. Guess what? He smokes that tonight with 88.5 points. Straight to the top. The Monster Energy leaderboard, 88.5 points, and this is how he did it on the Mickey Thompson Tyres and Yeti replay. Outstanding.
Looking to match Leather, former Australian champion Cody Heffernan on Ranger for Dittman Bucking Bulls.
But he has got a PBR champion on his back.
Disappointment for Heffernan. The next to go would be Mount Walker Cowboy Dan Ruland on Rambo from the same pen.
This young man's father, he was the king of the Cowboys. Can this young man do it? Come on, Dan, get you a seat. How good is that? Dan Ruland is going to move to number 3 with 85.5 points. 85.5.
All of a sudden, there were 6 scores on the board, and reigning champion Aaron Klyer would look to add his name to that list on Paradise Outdoors Lock and Load.
If you like that, you like this. Here's 3-time champion of Australia, Aaron Klyer. Lock and load. Oh! And that is a game changer in the competition here tonight. Aaron Klyer bucking off at 7.19 seconds.
In a major error of judgment, while seemingly in complete control, Aaron dismounts just short of the 8-second buzzer. However, with only 6 riders making scores and 10 spots in the Monster Energy Championship round, Klyer would get a chance at redemption. His buck-off time putting him through to meet one of the rankest bulls in the pen. The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. It is our second event of 2021 and we are down to the championship round. Everything on the line as our riders lined up against the rankest bulls in Australia. The first to try, Lane Mellors, making it through on time ridden without a score. He'd drawn, reloaded.
The 22-year-old bull rider was drawn back in here. Drawn back on a time-ridden basis. Last night, He was 88 points and was in this very same position. This is reloaded from Ditman Bucking Bulls.
Mellors feeling the full force of the Ditman Bucking Bull. Sam Spencer was next in the chutes on Drag Iron from Dun Bulls, who was unridden this year.
If you're from Central Queensland, you need to be cheering for this young man.
Drag Iron far too strong. Ready to go was Joseph Down on Cattle King Ted.
Can the Victorian break the ice? Can he ride the monster? Oh, and he was so close, 6.87 seconds.
Disappointment for Down. Looking for redemption, Aaron Clyer was on the back of a TNR bucking bull named Crack-a-Lackin'.
David Kennedy is the only four-time PBR champion of Australia, but he didn't do it consecutively. Aaron Clyer, Claremont, Queensland, is trying to become the first.
The reigning champ failing to add to this year's tally. Next up, Wyatt Millgate on Make an 8 Bucksnore.
Kurt Shepard was the last man to ride this bull 6 months ago for an 86. Can he become the first man to ride two? Look out. Look out.
Opportunities were running out for our riders. Queensland's Kelsey Pavlo would try next on Jersey Joe by BK Bucking Bulls.
From Toura Victoria, the 19-year-old bull rider is quickly becoming known as one of the toughest Toro twisters in the business. Kelsey Pavlo, 80 points in round number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to get loud. Come on. Oh, and Kelsey Pavlo down 3.97 seconds. Jersey Joe unridden for the second time this weekend.
Pavlo dangerously hung up, however makes his escape uninjured. Loaded in the chutes, local boy Caden Sanderlands.
This is Black Tuxedo. This could be one of the biggest moments in his career.
Rookie Dan Ruland would then line up for one of the biggest rides of his career on Mr. Buckmore by TNR.
Mount Walker Queensland bull rider, the 19-year-old. I said this before, his dad won this event in this arena 20 years ago. This is Mr. Buckmore from TNR. Monster Energy bucking chute. All right, can he ride him? Come on, Dan. Well, that is one of the most impressive bucking bulls that you're going to see anywhere in the world.
Only 2 riders remain. Macaulay Leather, our points leader, and Brady Fielder looking to chase him down on Razor Sharp by Peter Wallace.
The bull has been out 10 times and has never, ever been ridden. But these two have never, ever met before. How many people are going to cheer for Brady Fielder when the chute gate cracks? This is an outstanding bull. All right, let's go. Rocky.
Once again, Razor Sharp cuts his opponent down to size with an impressive out and earning him 44.5 points. The last man out would be Macaulay Leather. Having already secured the event win, he would look to end the night on a high on Cattle King Boogers Beach.
His second consecutive championship round of the season. 88.5 points is what he was in round number 1. This bull had 45 points last night, was the highest scored bucking bull of the competition. Cattle King Boogers Beach from Ditman Bucking Bulls.
Cattle King Boogers Beach putting in yet another explosive performance. 45.5 points, the highest bull score of the season so far. Despite bucking off, Macaulay Leather was our event champion.
Tell us, how does it feel to win your very first Monster Energy event?
Oh, it's a pretty good feeling.
It's a pretty good feeling.
Taking it all in his stride, our casual champion would now look forward to the Origin Series, where he would join his Queensland teammates to go to battle against the New South Wales Blues.